David Tock versus the Crackling Dragon. Not the Cracking Dragon, Crackling Dragon. Two different things. Anyway, previously on Behind the Duels, David Tock got his butt kicked and knocked unconscious. And now we continue the story where we left off. More or less.
Bravo! Bravo! Well done! Well done on that win! Why aren't I surprised? You were as great as ever, oh dear bulldog. Tell me something I don't know. I used to work for Jester. What? That's you don't know. I must say,
that's a surprise.
the earned from both of your wins today were quite beautiful. However, what? There was that one move that you made that got me a little nervous. If you actually used your monster's effect on that turn, you probably would have won. And if that fool actually managed to draw the right card, you would have lost.
Okay, dang it.
No, just...
It's the Chaos Charge episode 9 again. Yes, you won, but you could have lost. But I didn't lose, but you could have. Although at least he's not gonna fire him this time. Just be like, you could have done this better. Look out.
You!
David, how'd you find me? Did you follow me?
Again. Hardly surprised that you knocked yourself out, considering the state that you were in when you entered the arena. A lucky trade. Then again, it's more like a foolish one. Honestly, what were you thinking? Giving me money? What a fool's mistake!
So he took pity and gave him a couple bucks while he was in the hospital.
Because...
Were they 50 American dollars? It matters.
I am fully replenished, and with this replenished strength...
It's not stupidity, it's charity. I took pity on you.
I am going to win my next match, which is up ahead, right around the corner. And when I do... I will keep winning my matches until I am strong enough to defeat you and become the best duelist, regaining my former glory. I did not understand a word you just said.
And there was not a single thank you anywhere in there.
Back into the arena again this soon.
This reminds me of like YouTuber apologies where they forget to add the apology part. An entire long statement, but not a single word mention of I'm sorry.
I think not. I have superior intelligence, and I, the great David Tock, shall never lose a duel from this point on.
Right.
I don't need a lowlife like the likes of you to tell me what to do.
I can't wait for you to get knocked off your high horse later.
I possibly need advice, let alone from you.
I saw the state you were in, begging and just trying to get by.
Simple. To express to you my superiority. Well, fine.
You're more like you were trying to get another 50 bucks.
By all means, go out there and tear yourself to pieces again. Because I assure you, if you keep on underestimating your opponents like this, you'll keep losing.
You'll lose to a dark artist or something.
I never lose.
Immediately cut to him losing. I forgot about that, to be honest.
Lost yet another match.
Perfect cut. Perfect.
I told you not to call me that. Sorry, Kettle. The crowd decided. That's your name now. You should have done better on your first duel. Kettle, 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 Kettle. This time was one of
You're all a bunch of troublesome trucks.
my opponent had. Next time I will win. Kettle, Kettle. Ah!
Yeah.
Kettle, Kettle.
Yet another reason for the knockout. It's just one guy.
Cattle, cattle, cattle.
That's the entire army again.
Cattle, 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 cattle.
A few weeks later.
Go on, my monster. Attack him directly.
I remember the Dark Artist part. One of the worst cards in the game. It has no beneficial effect. Its effect is it loses stats. Look, you gotta just take it as a compliment at some point, like the "you suck" chants for Kurt Angle. Because if you own the chants, then it's a compliment and not an insult.
At this rate,
it's gonna take a while to get used to, but eventually you gotta understand that "you suck" means we love you.
Oh. It's you. Look, I've told you.
If he's gotten by with weeks, do you think maybe he's gotten some pity? Chump change?
And you lost it. So don't even bother coming back to me for any more. Actually, boss, I think he wants to talk to me. I think I'll handle this from here. Very well then. Since we've already done our business here, I think I'll leave you to it.
Can I help you?
Look, Miss So, what is it this time? More insults and more superiority complexes you'd like to throw my way? No, not this time.
Ooh. That's how you know things are different and desperate.
Come to my attention through countless losses that, well, perhaps my old dueling ways just aren't enough anymore. Perhaps I am in need of help.
I need your help. Assistance.
Will you stop acting like a deranged lunatic and just spit it out? Alright! Help! Happy? I need your help.
All I need to hear.
Yeah, it only took you like, what, 42 losses to come around?
God.
122 to
Ooh!
Only 98 of my win-loss ratio. 98 losses, to be exact. Look.
Yeah, 98 in the arena, another 30 when he was up on the overground, I guess.
I wanted to become a real duelist. Just tell me what I need to do. Anything to stop me from losing most of the time. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. Alright then. Have any more matches today? Yes, it's against some guy called the Crackling Dragon. Ooh, that's not an easy one.
Ooh.
He's one of our top 10 ranking duelists.
Of course he is!
He has a pretty tough deck too. Fairly new as well, so it's also up to date technically.
Great.
Oh dear God, I'm doomed.
Yeah!
Come on, let me help you out.
See, that's all you had to do. Just a little please and thank you can get you a long way. Won't get you all the way, but it can get you some places.
Well, this deck is fine.
All that for this deck is fine? Hours and hours for fine?
But I don't understand. Yeah, the way I see it, there's really nothing wrong with your deck.
It's the
But there's got to be
duelist.
some sort of fault. How else am I losing?
As I say,
Well,
the deck doesn't make the duelist.
I hear
The
as though
duelist
it's
makes the
probably not
deck.
because of your deck, but probably because of you, why you're losing. How dare you accuse...
Perhaps you have a point.
Go on. There's an old saying, a deck doesn't make the duelist. You may have all that knowledge in your head, primed and ready to assist you, but it takes more than dueling knowledge to win a duel. But I'm sure they taught us everything at Phoenix University. I spent 5 years there studying. So what could I have
Were you about to graduate?
That, I'm afraid, you're going to have to find out for yourself. Well, that gives me hope. But for now, I think
There was a preliminary tournament thing with a stone dragon, dude. A new card.
But this is... I can't be seen using this. Not after.
No spoilers.
Yes. Besides, why even give me new cards anyway? I thought you said, I know, but still, a few new cards wouldn't hurt anyone.
Absolutely. The deck is fine, but a little update isn't wrong.
Tell me something, Mr. Tock.
It's not like we're giving you a whole new
Earlier
archetype.
in the arena, when I asked you if you had any plans after you left Phoenix University, did you not answer me because you were too tired? Or didn't you answer me because you really didn't have any plans at all?
The second one.
Well, to be honest with you, no. I just
Talk to a folk called
if
like
I
in
had
universe.
all that knowledge and
Oh,
all the support and the fame and I guess the attention,
could coast.
I just thought if I had all that, I'd probably make it.
I mean, to be fair, some of the things have happened in
That
real
was all I
life.
needed
Like
for my dueling
everyone's
career
life was
to
going
be
perfect.
success.
Well, not everyone,
Looks
but
like you let
life
all
was
that
going
fame and
perfectly,
glory go to your
reasonably
head.
fine in 2019.
Yes.
Come 2020,
What made everything that's happened in the past
a lot of plans got uprooted.
an unthrilling experience.
Some new ones were made, but a
I
lot of
see.
uprooting.
Well, let me tell you something straight, David. There's only one thing predictable about life, and that's its unpredictability.
Yeah.
But never mind
The
that
only
now.
thing you know for a
when did you
fact
say
in
your match
life,
was
the only thing
beginning?
life owes you is a death. That's the only guarantee in life. You will die
In a
one
few
day.
minutes. Well then, you better get going. Oh, and another thing you should probably work on is that attitude. Attitude? I have no... Fine. Well, this should be interesting.
Well, you know, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step, right?
Another round in the underground.
Baby steps.
And to get right into the action, in the left corner for our next inspiring match, we are presenting one of our top 10 most powerful duels.
Why are you using this music?
The Crackling Dragon!
I hear this guy's uber powerful.
And his opponent, his warm-up for his next
His
match,
warm-up.
the worst duelist in the underground right now, the Rusty.
Man, that's terrible when you know they got a guy playing Dark Artist and David Tock is that much worse.
I'm so
I'm still I was still impressed in research when Dark Artist guy came back. I think Bloodhound did too, but it's been a minute since I saw episode 1. You're all mocking the accent.
Just ignore them. Just ignore them.
Mock away at accents. It's one of the few things you can still make fun of in this world.
Hey, manager, I didn't know you were pitting a joke against me. Sorry, but I'm not in the mood for a book of jokes at the moment.
Is that a new Book of Moon card?
Hello, Mr. Tock. Enjoyed your servants dressing you this morning?
Yes, actually, I did.
I'll have you know that I dress myself every morning. Oh, so you actually know how to do something on your own. Congratulations for not having someone pay to do it for you.
I thought it was going to be something like, I'll have you know, I dressed myself this morning. I can tell, you look terrible.
Look, he's boiling up. Just wait a little longer and the steam will come out.
Shut up! I am the great David Tock, and the likes of all of you lowlife do not deserve to insult me!
Right.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Well, allow me to steal that great title for myself, because when this duel is done, I will be called the Great Crackling Dragon.
We'll see about that.
Get your game on! Let's duel! Alright, lads, you know how this works. Since the kettle's on a losing streak, he goes first.
Oh, great.
Perfect.
It's the first because I'm the newbie, and now it's because I'm a loser.
With this perfect hand, I will lock you down. I will start by summoning my Clockwork gadget. Careful, kid. Don't let that conceit get to you.
Too late.
And using his special effect.
Also, when did you get here? I thought you were in your
one
room.
Clockwork monster from my deck to my hand.
Nah, he just transported. Whatever.
Perfect. I special summon Clockwork Beetle. And then, by revealing my Clockwork Wyvern, I can special summon my Clockwork Golem.
Alright.
Next, I will activate my Beetle's effect. By tributing my Clockwork gadget, I am able to draw a card. And if it's a Clockwork monster, I can add Polymerization or a Clockwork spell or trap too. Perfect!
Turtle it is.
Now then, I special summon Clockwork Wyvern and use its effect to search another card.
No doubt power
Now
bonds.
I play Polymerization.
Oh, we're making something
Clockwork
else.
Beetle, Clockwork Wyvern, and the Clockwork Turtle in my hand will fuse together. I fusion summon
Going for the dragon already?
Clockwork Dragon!
Yeah, it's dragon time. A dragon versus a crackling
Douglas'
dragon.
turn. My Clockwork Turtle lets me draw a card.
You know you left your golem in attack mode, right? Ooh, a little
Activate
corner
the
in corner.
effect of my Clockwork Golem, allowing me to resurrect Clockwork Gadget. With his effect,
I think it was just to show that Crackling doesn't care, or we're just trying something new.
now
Which, you know, is a
I
different
play
point of view.
Power Bond.
Or it was an error.
Use this spell card to fuse Clockwork Dragon with my Clockwork Gadget in order to create Clockwork Paradox Dragon.
He summoned his true final boss monster on his first turn.
Activates.
This does not bode
He
well.
double his original attack thanks to Power Bond, but he gains 500 extra attack points for every Clockwork monster in the grave.
Too bad he's going
I'm
first.
Even scratching the surface. His special ability also lets me equip my Clockwork Dragon to him from my graveyard, letting him gain all of Dragon's special abilities. Are you done? I'm afraid not, because I'll be playing a second Polymerization to fuse Clockwork Golem with the Clockwork Knight in my hand. I fusion summon Clockwork Prince! Next, by banishing my Clockwork Polymer from my deck using my Prince's abilities,
You
I
can
can
copy the
activate
effect.
it. So I special summon Clockwork Coffee Pot! And this spell card
Nice,
fuses him
I get
with
it.
my Prince. I fusion summon Clockwork King!
I went from
And
coffee
don't
pot
forget
to
all
loco.
these
That'd been
Clockwork
amazing.
monsters in the graveyard
Just for the
boost
symbolism.
My Paradox Dragon's attack. On top of that,
you know, you know.
since my coffee pot was used as a fusion material, I can add a Clockwork spell or trap to my hand. Are you done?
It is a long turn, to be
Nope.
fair.
By paying 500 of my life points, I can use my dragon's effect, activating the trap Clockwork Rebirth from my hand. This allows me to summon 2 Clockwork monsters from the
He's
graveyard
burning through all of
with
his
their
material
effects
too
negated.
early.
I will bring my Clockwork Gadget.
He's not
and
saving
Golem
any in
back,
case of
but they
emergency.
won't be staying for long. Not once I activate Fusion Recovery, adding my coffee pot and polymerization back to my hand. Now, speaking of which, I use it to fuse my 2
You could have saved that in
monsters.
case of an
I
emergency.
fusion summon, for a bit of lockdown, Clockwork Fortress! Now I'm done.
Maybe this is me talking, but
Oh,
whenever I have
Power Bond
extra
would
stuff in my
inflict
hand and stuff
damage
like
to
that,
my life
I'd like to
points
keep some of this
equal
stuff
to
in
my
my hand
monster's
just in
original
case.
attack. But thanks to Paradox Dragon,
Damage is halved.
the effect damage I take is halved. Finally,
All that
I
is
got
under
my
half
turn
his life
never
points. But he made quite an impressive
Draw.
board.
come. Now, you pathetic lowlife. Good luck.
And
getting
he's
over
back
these
in his own zone
superior
again.
Monsters. They are truly up to date. So I will end my turn. Well, Rome wasn't built in a day.
No,
Up to date, you say?
not even a little.
Not anymore. What? Mr. Tock, I present to you the new and latest up-to-date deck. I'll start this duel by activating the spell card Armed Dragon Flash.
Oh boy.
With this spell, I can special summon from my deck Armed Dragon Thunder level 3.
He's got himself some thunders.
Armed Dragon?
Just back when they got new cards. Which wasn't too long ago, though.
That deck is appalling. But this is the new retread of the deck, the Armed Dragon Thunder series.
Persephone Kruger loves
With
these
it,
things.
I'll make sure
I
to
can say it
win this
because
duel in
it's the only deck we've
one
seen her
turn
play
flat.
so far.
They made new Armed Dragon cards? Now, let me
Yep,
show
they
you
don't
his
just support
special
Clockwork
ability.
24/7.
By
I know,
discarding
you're
a card
depressed.
From my hand, I can tribute him and evolve him into Armed Dragon Thunder level 5. Just like that, you evolve them!
I enjoy this
Yes.
duel, if only because
And
how
the
often do you get to
monster
see
that
real
I
cards
discarded
unleashed.
was
I mean,
my
more than
eel
you'd think,
wyvern.
but
And when it's sent to the graveyard, its special
it's always a treasure to
ability
see them.
allowed me to negate the
Not that I
effects
dislike the
of
custom
two
cards,
face-up
it just, you know what I
monsters
mean.
Control. I will negate your Clockwork King and Fortress.
Bah!
Oh!
So much for
I
lockdown.
can't banish your cards or negate your effects. Next, I'll discard
you
another
can't.
card to evolve level 5 into Armed Dragon Thunder level 7. And since I discarded another Armed Dragon Thunder level 5, I am able to add another Armed Dragon to my hand. Next, I send another card from my hand to the graveyard to evolve him into Armed Dragon Thunder level 10. So that's the new Armed Dragon level 10.
Yep.
Since I discarded another Armed Dragon Thunder level 3, I'm able to draw
Also
a
used by the
card.
champion in Chaos Charge. If that
Now,
serves I to get the
I will
chance.
activate the effect of my Armed Dragon Thunder level 10. By sending another card from my hand to the graveyard, I can destroy a monster you control and boost this monster's attack by 1000. Say goodbye to your Paradox Dragon. I'm afraid not. Clockwork Paradox Dragon's ability lets him destroy the equipped monster. To keep him on the field.
Which means no power
Live and
boost.
learn, right?
Yeah. Hanging
But
on the
since I
edge of
discarded
tomorrow.
Another Armed Dragon Thunder level 7, I can add one Armed Dragon spell or trap to my hand. Next, I activate the spell Armed Dragon Lightning. This continuous spell allows me to boost my level 10's attack points by an additional 1000.
Yeah.
That's 100 for each of its levels, by the way. Next, I will banish my Eel Wyvern from the graveyard to use its effect, boosting my monster's attack by another 2000.
Great.
And with the life points you have, that isn't nearly enough to survive. Go level 10, destroy his Clockwork King. Battle with Circular Serrated Thunder.
David
My
only has
Clockwork
1,500
King
life points
may be
left.
Destroyed. Ugh. But I'm far from done.
No
Not
damage.
when I activate my Clockwork Coffee Pot. I
It's
can
back.
summon it from my hand, nullifying the damage.
Useful.
Oh, very well then. I may have failed to take you out on this turn, but I don't think I won't on the next. I set 2 cards face down. It's your move. Draw! Yep, you draw alright. But you won't be using any of these monsters.
Huh?
I activate my trap. Armed Dragon Thunderbolt!
Uh-oh.
With this, I can boost my monster's attack points by 1000 for every armed dragon in my graveyard. You
10k.
don't take any battle damage this turn, but that's fine by me. Why didn't you just use that when I battled you? So I can activate my second trap. Go, Dragon Inspirited.
What's that do?
This trap card lets me banish a dragon-type monster from my hand. And by doing so, my monster's effects are treated as a quick play. In this case, this effect is treated as a quick play. Since this monster has more than 10,000 attack points, Armed Dragon Thunder level 10 can destroy all other cards on the field.
Still was a question why did you do it when
Go,
battling,
serrated
but I guess it would have been a
lightning
timing thing.
Ah!
Ah!
Come on, kid. Let's see you try to take me out now with an empty board. Go on. Continue your turn.
You burned through so many resources so soon, you didn't plan for the future in case of things. And now you're in this mess.
Gadget in my hand. I can use that to search another card. But what could I use? What could I bring out? There's factually no other way I could win this.
Ah well, looks like Tocky's gonna lose again. Hey, you know that's not his name. Lads, what's his real name?
Kettle, 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 kettle.
You want to lose again?
Other way I could win this. What can I use? I can't just lose. Not again. Wait. What if
There's one
I
way.
spent 5 years there studying? So what could I have missed? That, I'm afraid, you're going to have to find out for yourself. Well, let's see what fate has provided me. What if faith was that really all I was missing? Bit of faith in my cards? But how could anyone... What if the Bloodhound, maybe when he duels, he isn't just good because he has good strategies. Maybe he's good because he has faith. Was that really all I was missing? Well, only one way to find out. Well, Kettle, I'm waiting.
You could just set a monster, but at the same
And I'm
time,
afraid the wait is
you
over.
could just summon another Crackling might summon another monster and win.
Show you. I summon a second Clockwork gadget. With this effect, I search yet another Clockwork card. And I have added my Clockwork Owl. And by banishing a Clockwork monster from the graveyard, I can summon him to the field. Oh, big whoop. What? Just summon any fusion monster. I don't matter. I don't mind it. I'm not going.
You're right. You
to
don't
fusion
matter.
Summon. What? With these 2 monsters, I build the overlay network.
He's saying this try not to
I
puke.
overlay my 2 level 4s to exceed summon. Come forth, Clockwork Quantum Drake.
You want to win? Gotta put your discrimination behind you.
Oh,
And evolve
can
as a human
summon?
being.
yes.
Oh, that's rich. After everything you said about Xyz monsters in the tournament, you turn to them in a last-ditch effort to win?
That's
Hit
right.
the critical.
Say what you will. I don't care anymore. What? But if you think that's shocking, let me introduce you to a special ability. By using up an overlay unit, the attack points of both our monsters are switched. What? I also get to draw a card. And if it's a Clockwork monster, your monster is returned to your hand. Alright, there's no risk here. Let's test this faith out.
The Wyvern.
Yes!
Maybe there's something to this after all.
Yes! I have drawn a Clockwork monster. Armed Dragon Thunder level 10 is back in your hand. No! That means you're done for! Quantum Drake, attack his life points directly! Coiling Quantum Surge! Ah!
Even David couldn't believe it. He's been losing so many times that someone else's life points at 0 was a weird feeling
Just when
for
we
him.
think we've got everything figured out, the Underground surprises us again. Our surprise winner, David Tock.
I have money on that duel.
Kettle! Okay, props. That was good. Yeah, I guess he actually did put up a decent duel, even if he probably did get it.
This is inaccurate.
Lucky?
They'd be.
Don't talk to me about lucky. I was betting on Dragon to win. I've lost 500 quid.
But I thought we had $50. We have quid and dollars.
Maybe there is hope for you after all.
To be continued. I think it's more likely to have it be like, wait a minute, he won the duel? Bull crap, bull crap, bull crap, bull crap. Because you know about people are. They want the underdog to win until they don't. But overall, it was a short duel, but it did exactly what it needed to. It gave put David Tock in a situation where he had no other choice but to do the one thing he hated the most. Well, aside from swallowing his pride, Xyz summoning the monster that could get him the win, and finding fate the result. You know, you don't need to just say you're the superior duelist or like that. You need to back up. It's sometimes in order to back up, you need to put leave in your deck. It may be a bit cheesy and all that jazz. The whole heart of the cards thing is like, that's not really a thing. Have you ever just like been like, come on deck, just this once, and it responds, and you just be like, I am the greatest thing ever. It's like you're on cloud 9. It's one of the best feelings in the game. And then you try it again, it doesn't work like 9 times out of 10. But that one time, man, there's nothing that can top that. And now he just realizes he has to put a little faith in his deck, and it will respond. Mind you, it was responding before, because as the Bloodhound pointed out, this deck is fine, and which David Tock's deck is fine, but he needed to overcome that hurdle. The problem wasn't the deck, the problem was him, and now he sees that. And it was good of Bloodhound to be able to put everything behind just to help someone out. Like, again, I believe that he was, like, formed on the streets and had to crawl by on his own, doesn't want anyone else to be in that same situation, so he's willing to lend a hand where he can. You know, just help people out when they're at the lowest. And David was at a really low state with freaking 90 underground losses in a row, and only 30 when you add on top the above ground for 122 losses. Again, I think at that point, David just seeing someone else's life point hit 0, we're just like, wait, what? Did that just happen? Even he couldn't believe it. And just the symbolism was like, the only way you can truly get the win and move on in life is to put your hatred behind you and improve as a human being. That's all that needs to be done. Well, that's not all that needs to be done, because being a good person doesn't pay the bills and whatnot, but it's the first step. And clearly it's paying off for David here. So, yeah. Overall, a great episode that Escudo has put together. David Tock hit rock bottom, brought a shovel, dug even deeper, but now he's starting to dig himself out. But the story isn't over yet. There's still 2 more episodes to go, and we'll check them all out next week. So until that time comes, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you all next time. Later.